today's video, we will learn about the topic, Top 5 Rules for Friends with Benefits. For some, the idea of no strings attached sex or a friends with benefits relationship is an unattainable dream. What could be better than all the excitement and fun of sex without having to worry about commitment? But it's not all fun and games. There are a few things you may want to consider when it comes to no strings fun. You need to think about keeping yourself groomed. You need to make sure you don't get too clingy or over-reliant on your partner, and, most importantly, you need to think about keeping things safe. Before we dive into our top 5 rules for a friends with benefits, FWB, relationship, however, let's get the formalities out the way. In case there are any casual sex newbies out there, here are the no strings attached basics. What is casual sex? So, what do we mean when we talk about casual sex or friends with benefits relationship? Well, it's fairly straightforward. Friends with benefits are most commonly thought of as a sex with a friend where the romantic side of things is absent. The idea here is that the relationship is sex only with no intention of emotional attachment or commitment. How to become friends with benefits? Initiating casual sex with a friend can be very tricky. We certainly don't advise you to walk up to your best friend and ask them for sex, for example. Unfortunately, there isn't an easy answer when it comes to the how of no-strings sex. Our advice would be to play it safe, see if things organically develop with a friend or acquaintance and go from there. 5 rules for friends with benefits. Right, basics covered, now you need to consider the ground rules. Embarking on a no-strings attached relationship without thinking about our rules beforehand will only lead to trouble later down the line. To avoid any upset and to ensure you and your prospective playmate are on the same page, here's our countdown of the top 5 rules you need to consider together before and during your FWB relationship. 1. Be honest. When it comes to no-strings sex, it's important to be honest. The last thing you want is to get involved with someone on a sex-only basis without having an open discussion about ground rules first. Can you see other people during the relationship? Is there anything that is off the table, such as anal or cuddles after the sex itself? There are loads of things you may want to get out in the open ahead of the game to avoid any confusion or hurt feelings. 2. Make sure it's fun. Make sure you're having fun. A friends with benefits agreement is meant to be about having great sex with a friend who you trust, without any of the relationship complications you would usually get. This means the agreement should be all about having a great time. As soon as you start having disagreements with your casual sex partner, or you start taking your problems out on each other, the agreement may have reached its natural conclusion. 3. Keep yourself groomed. This should go without saying, but just because you're in a casual, no strings attached relationship, it doesn't mean you have an excuse for not keeping yourself nicely groomed. There's a time and place for letting things go a little, and this certainly isn't one of them. Your friends with benefits arrangement is all about the sex, meaning you should make all the more effort to keep yourself in check and keep your partner happy. 4. Don't get clingy. This one's important. The whole point of a no-strings, casual sex arrangement is the no-strings, casual part. Communication needs to be kept very breezy and expectation-free. As soon as you or your partner start pressuring each other, the casual fun element will start to fade into the background. 5. Keep it safe. Finally, if you're considering a no-strings relationship, keeping your casual sex safe should be your number 1 consideration. If there is one thing that is guaranteed to suck the fun out of your no-strings arrangement, it's an STI rearing its ugly head. Have the safety discussion as early as possible in the relationship to avoid any nasty surprises. It's totally acceptable to ask your partner to get an STI screening if you feel you need to. You could even head over to the clinic together if you both feel it necessary. Once tested, grab a pack of condoms on your way home before you get your no-strings fun underway. How to turn casual sex into a relationship. As well-meaning as our intentions may be, things quite often don't go as smoothly as planned. Sex is an intimate act that can often cause feelings to naturally arise between two people. In short, don't be surprised if one or both of you begin to develop some attachment. If the stars have aligned and you find you both have feelings, then turning your casual sex into a relationship will likely already be in the works. If you are unsure about how your partner feels, it might be time to sit down and have a chat with them to see how they feel. Just remember, honesty is the best policy when it comes to casual sex. Be open with your partner and things will run a lot more smoothly. When it comes to asking a girl to be friends with benefits rather than having a serious relationship, it's not always easy to find the right words that won't make you seem sex-crazed or an asshole. At the link in the description of this video, I'll show you how to say 3 secret little words to a girl and she'll beg you to be her fuck buddy. A lot more girls are interested in a friendship with benefits than you might think. It depends on the girl you're asking, but don't worry, not all of them are looking for an exclusive, committed relationship. So, don't make generalizations and keep in mind that there are some ladies who are up for a friendship with benefits. 1. Honesty and respect above all. Of course, you're going to have to be honest and respectful. There's no use in promising a girl that you'll be faithful and that you want a serious relationship with her if that's not what you really want. Be honest. This way, if the two of you don't want the same thing, you'll avoid wasting your time and wasting hers. Know how to tell her why you don't want a serious relationship and avoid saying, "Because I want to have fun and have sex with lots of girls." Tell her the truth or something close to it if you're private about your feelings or shy because of the wounds of past relationships. Tell her straight away that the idea is to have a good time together without taking things any further, i.e. a serious, exclusive relationship. Also, always be respectful. There is absolutely no shame in wanting to be friends with benefits and nothing more, as long as both partners agree to it and respect each other. Keep in mind that even if this girl isn't the girl of your dreams, she has a heart and feelings and you shouldn't toy with those. The goal of a friendship with benefits is to make each other feel good while maintaining respect for one another. Never be disrespectful towards a girl just because you only want to have a relationship with her based on sex. Think of how you would feel if the girl of your dreams was completely blocked, even traumatized, by men who had disrespected her in the past. So, be honest and respectful. 2. What kind of girl can I ask to be a friend with benefits? As I said in the introduction, not all girls are opposed to a friendship with benefits. But others aren't into it at all. If you know that a girl you're talking to is looking for a stable, serious relationship, you can forget about asking her to be a friend with benefits. Don't try to change her mind, you'll just be wasting your time and hers. Change your target and focus on girls who are open to the idea. Don't worry, you'll know pretty quickly if the girl you're talking to is looking for an exclusive relationship or if she wants to have fun just as much as you do. Still, some girls need to be guided a little more than others. Some really want to have a friendship with benefits but don't feel confident enough to accept this about themselves, much less ask for such a thing. It's up to you to gently bring up the subject. Certainly never force a girl into a friendship with benefits if she doesn't want one. Never force a girl to do anything, for that matter. You wouldn't want to be forced to do something you don't want to, either. A friendship with benefits is good if it's based on mutual consent. You might also be surprised to meet a girl who asks you if you want to be friends with benefits. Yes, this can happen. It's rare, but it does exist. Some girls are completely comfortable with this idea and don't hide it. That doesn't make them sluts, they just accept what they want and have confidence in themselves. It's simple. You can ask a girl to be friends with benefits if she's not looking for a serious relationship. Beware of a girl who might accept a friendship with benefits with the idea of changing your mind and ending up in a relationship. In this case, even if the sex is great, I advise you to stop seeing her because she'll get more and more attached to you and will suffer because you don't feel the same way. This will result in a lot of drama, which is what you were trying to avoid with a friendship with benefits. In any friends with benefits situation, from time to time you should say how much you appreciate that what you both have together is drama-free and that you're happy she's on the same wavelength about it. At the very least, this will keep things in check. And if she doesn't show any signs of attachment and also seems happy that you're friends with benefits, you know you don't have to worry. 3. When should you suggest being friends with benefits? I'd like to tell you that the ideal time for suggesting you and a girl be friends with benefits is when it feels right. It goes without saying that it would be awkward and disrespectful to bring it up without having talked a bit beforehand. That said, there is a difference between meeting someone online and a real, physical encounter. That's why I'm going to discuss each situation separately. If you meet online, you got matched with a girl on Tinder, Happen, Once, or another dating site or app. There's a good vibe between you, so you exchange numbers in order to continue the conversation by text message. From this point, there are 2 possible scenarios. Either your exchanges have stayed basic, and you haven't talked about sex at all, or you've already talked about sex, even said you're attracted to each other. In the first case, you should test if the idea of a friendship with benefits would work during your first real-life date. In the second, you already know that it's okay, so you both only need to confirm that you're both on board before getting things started. If you meet in real life, there's not too much of a difference here, except for the fact that everything is going to happen in the real world. You should try to seduce her in a way that makes your intentions clear. If she responds positively, that's a good sign, and you'll only need to say that you're interested in a friendship with benefits. If she doesn't respond positively to your advances, let it go. She's not interested, or maybe she wants something serious, so there's no point in laboring the point. 4. Okay, so how do I ask a girl to be friends with benefits? When it comes to asking a girl if she wants to be friends with benefits, there are several options. As I've said, you must always be honest and respectful. With this in mind, you can put your suggestion into words. Here are some phrases to give you a little help. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not looking for a serious relationship. I think you're really attractive, but I only want to have a good time together, if you're okay with that. I was really hurt in my last relationship and I'm not ready to have another one. But since we get along and are attracted to each other, we could have some fun together. What do you think? I want to be honest and respectful, so I won't lie and make you think I'm looking for a serious relationship. I just want to have fun with you, without any drama or commitment. What do you think? So, do you see how to bring up the question? It's especially important to ask her opinion. Don't impose your point of view without asking how she feels about it. And never tell a girl, I just want a friendship with benefits. It's true that my examples are saying that in a polite, nice way. But that's the point. You should always ask politely and respectfully. Being honest doesn't mean being an oaf with no class. The girl you're talking to isn't an object, and certainly not your sexual object. She's a human being, like you, who should be treated with respect. Remember that things will be a lot better and a lot easier once you know you both want the same thing. 5. Establish clear rules. A friend with benefits isn't your girlfriend. So that means your dates are purely sexual. There's no point in going to the movies or a restaurant, or hanging out with each other's friends. In that case, you'd be in the couples category. Nothing is keeping you from watching a movie at your place or hers, getting food delivered, or having interesting conversations and sharing a good laugh. But a friendship with benefits is still a friendship with benefits, and both of you have to be clear about that, so that neither of you starts to think it might be something more or wants to change the friendship with benefits into a relationship. So, if one of you has to spend the night at the other's place, try not to linger too much the next morning. Stick to your friendship with benefits agreement in order to keep things simple and drama-free. Oh, and one very important thing. If you have other friends with benefits, you're not obligated to tell her. That said, always use protection. Respect also means using a condom, which will keep both of you out of trouble. If she asks if you're sleeping with other girls, be honest. If you are, tell her, because maybe she's getting attached to you and this can help her keep some distance. If you're only seeing her, tell her that, as well, but be sure to specify that you're friends with benefits and that you're not interested in anything more. At the link in the description of this video, I'll show you how to say 3 secret little words to a girl and she'll beg you to be her fuck buddy. If you want to create a video like the one you are watching in just 5 minutes without any skills or experience, you can use the software at the description. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded.